Ahoy, hoy, folks! How you doing? Oh, let me get the mic here a little closer. Just keep it out of the screen there. How you doing? How you doing? Ahoy, hoy, folks! So this is a nice world first here for you, and part of the way I want to expand this show, I want to showcase.
Hoy.
Hey, welcome aboard, Sinister. I want to showcase more Sea of Thieves creators, because there's a bunch of you guys out there that are freaking good, man, and you guys need some more exposure. And if I can help in any shape or form, maybe this is a way I can help. So let's whip on over here to the new room.
Hello.
Hello there. Can you hear us?
How's it going?
Can you hear us in chat, everybody? Please tell us in chat that you can hear myself and my guest. So, first off, let me ask,
there we go.
Who are you and why am I interviewing you?
I don't know. You messaged me and asked for an interview.
I did. I'm a fan, but tell the audience. Pretend the audience has no idea who you are.
Okay, my name's Ariane. I'm from the UK. I studied art in university. I'm a girl gamer, so I know a lot of people or boys will be happy with that. And I play Sea of Thieves, and I draw it because it's fun.
I actually had a little bit of confusion because your character looks like a dude. The guy I'm pointing at on the screen, I'm like, And I'm not trying to gender.
I've had a lot of success in Sea of Thieves from talking in game chat. Like, people stop trying to sync me when they hear me speak. They get a bit confused, but they start and they give me treasure. It's great. It's a good tactic. But
Nice.
yeah, I was going to make a female pirate, but I saw this guy and he looked cool.
Yeah,
So
I like
went
him.
with him.
So, one of my very first, let me see if I can pull up here. I've got a couple of art pictures on the thing here. Yeah, okay. Number 6. The one, the one where he sneaks on board and pulls up, eats all the bananas and steals the skull. That is my favorite one. I've seen a couple episodes, or issues, if you want to call it that, before this one. But this one here, I lost my mind. This is the one that...
It's one of my favorites as well. I had a lot of fun.
It's sort of like just sneaking on, and then that mouthful of bananas. First thing you do is go and eat all the bananas. I just love it. It's so good.
This was an amazing story. It was one of my friends who I play quite often with. He always eats all the bananas and just messes around and tries to phase back an item if he can find it. It's great.
Alrighty. So, man, I wrote some messy notes here. Okay, yeah. How did you first get involved with Sea of Thieves?
Sea of Thieves was something that my partner was, well, following from early beta. He wasn't actually a beta tester or anything, but he was watching like the videos and stuff they were posting about how the game was going. And then when it was released, he bought me a copy, which is great.
Awesome. And how did you get started as doing comics for this? What sort of inspired you to draw your first comic of this?
Well, I was on the Facebook group, and there was just some stories that were so good that you know when you explain a story to someone, it's not you have to be there sort of a moment. Yeah. And I threatened to make a comic, and a couple of my friends said you should do it. It'll be so good. And it's just so much better to see these stories in comic form, and it just makes so much more sense because it's such a visual game. Having it in a visual format is loads better.
So, number 1 was the one where he fell off and got eaten by the sharks.
Yeah, this was during the pre-patch to the Hungering Deep, where there was dozens of sharks every time you looked at the water. And it happened so much. He died every fucking time before he could mermaid back or anything. So it was fitting.
I love how your character's eyes are always, like, definitely looking in their own directions, by the way.
Yeah, that's inspiration from another comic artist. I don't know if anyone here has heard of Sarah's Scribbles on Facebook, but she does some really good comics, which is my inspiration as well for the design and style of the characters.
Cool. So I got a few people in chat asking me, what levels are you?
I am Pirate Legend.
Whoa.
I've been Pirate Legend for a while now. I think I'm only level 4 in Athena's though. I've been very distracted lately with the new World of Warcraft expansion, which is why I haven't been creating any comics as well.
Ah, I was actually going to ask you when we're getting the next one. That was one of my questions on here, is when's the next one coming out?
When I've stopped nerding out over World of Warcraft, which might be in a week or two, we'll see.
All good, all good. Now I was snooping around on your Facebook art page.
Yeah.
I've got the links in the thing at the top here, and I'll make sure to post them in the comments afterwards. I don't think I actually put them in the description because I'm a jackass and was unprepared. But I seen these. Pardon my ignorance here, but cat dragons.
That's a great, yeah, more or less, yeah, sure.
I like them. It seems to be they kind of look like something like a unicorn cat dragon.
Yeah, sure, that's good. Yeah,
I dig them.
More or less.
But that's something else you like drawing, yeah?
Yeah, those were a project for when I was in uni. My project was I was designing a new planet with creatures, and those, which are called Mirmu, were sort of the main creature that I was designing, and I was like planning the world, the culture, all sorts of stuff around this and around other creatures that they live with. It was fun. But yeah, it's also my logo on my Facebook page.
Yes. That's why I sort of brought it up, because it's obviously something that you like and you kind of want to represent a little bit of.
Yeah.
Cool. So, what do you think about the current state of the game of Sea of Thieves right now? Are you loving what's been going on lately? Are you excited about the future? Are you hating it? What do you think?
Well, the curse sales was a nice change. Definitely, just a completely different way of tackling AI. I hate the way that every time they have an update, they decide to break more stuff. Like the most recent one is the spyglass over the crotch. Like,
oh, that's amazing.
These can't be accidental. Surely there's one little coder somewhere just putting in these silly little Easter eggs or silly little glitches just to gain more popularity or more media attention. It's just so silly.
So on that note, if you could pick one thing in this game for the developers to hear that would change whatever it is, if you could change one thing, like a magical genie, what would you change in this game?
Oh god. Oh, now you put me on the spot.
I know, I'm sorry. It's like my best question on here.
a big continent where you could do quests or just interesting story building stuff on a big island instead of in the sea. I know it's a pirate game, but there's still like big islands that pirates used to go to.
Yeah.
And yes, burying your own chests, burying your own treasure. Definitely.
Ooh, I like that idea.
Definitely, that would be fun.
Yeah, that's a good one. Burying your own treasure. I also totally agree with the large continent. I actually thought that Forsaken Shores was going to be a large continent. I was pretty convinced that it was going to be a voodoo jungle.
Oh, yeah,
I do believe that is still coming down the path. We have, I've talked about it in a couple of my videos, but there's a bunch of new continents and new regions that are going to be coming to the Sea of Thieves eventually. We've got the Sea of Five Winds, which is the oriental sort of region. We've got the Sea of Sorrows, which is the kind of voodoo jungle headhunter concept. And then we've got, I forget what they're actually called, but they basically are the East India Trading Company. But they call them something different in the Sea of Thieves. I just can't recall the name of them off the top of my head.
Merchant Alliance?
No, but there's a new one that's coming.
Oh right, okay, yeah.
Yeah. I just don't recall. Too much Sea of Thieves information boggling around in my brain.
Yeah.
Awesome. So thank you so much for coming on here, and this wasn't a complete disaster like I was scared it might be, because this is my first interview with someone, so thank you very much.
No problem, it's been great. And I love the setup with the cartoons and the fire, that's great.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool actually. I was kind of like, how am I going to do this? And yeah, I think I nailed it. All right. Well, again, thank you so much. And again, I will the information is at the top of the screen here. If you guys want to go check her out, I will again post links to all of this stuff in the comments after the episode today is done. So yeah, thank you very much.
Awesome. No problem.
Right on. Cheers.
Bye bye.